Hello there. I'm meteorologist Aaron Tuttle, and today's topic when it comes to severe weather is hail. So we're going to tell you about hail, what you should look out for, when does it become dangerous, and what should you do. So let's get on to the presentation. It'll be a short one, but a fun one because it talks about supercell. So if you love severe weather and you love the idea of just big bad thunderstorms, this is where the largest hailstones come from. These kind of storms can last for hours. We call those cumulonimbus thunderstorms with an overshooting top. Looks like a cotton ball sitting on top of the thunderstorm. So when you see that, you know you got trouble when it comes to big hail. And that big hail comes down in this part of the storm where it says rain or hail. And sometimes on these things, they carry a wall cloud with tornadoes. We'll talk about that another time. But we're going to focus on the hail aspect of it, and they can be rather large. This gentleman here is a storm chaser. He's holding a hailstone that's way bigger than a tennis ball. It looks probably about softball size. Now, once you get hail that's about 1 inch in diameter, it is considered severe, and that is because that is the size which significant damage starts to occur to property, of course, crops, and all that kind of stuff. Usually golf ball size hail or larger what does the most damage. So if you can keep the hail about 1 inch or less, most of the time you're in good shape. But once it gets over 1 inch, you got problems. And of course, if it gets too large, where it comes to grapefruits, you really got problems. They'll penetrate a roof in a home. They'll definitely trash your car. So here's an example where a car's been totaled. Because keep in mind, when it comes to hail and those big thunderstorms, sometimes they can fall downward at speeds of 100 miles per hour. So if it's going to trash a roof, it's going to trash a car, what do you think it's going to do to you? You don't want to be caught outdoors in a hailstone storm because that can lead to death or severe injury. So just get indoors. Now, if you're asking who sees the largest hailstones and where are they at across the entire country, believe it or not, the Central Plain states, from basically let's say the northern half of Texas all the way up to Nebraska, usually gets the most hail. And if we were to take this graph forward, it's the largest hail. This is just a graph for 1 inch in diameter higher. The ones that are the monster size are still distributed in this same area. But you can see hailstorms of that size, not usually a problem. Western parts of the Rockies, everything's good. But once you get east of the Rockies, that's where you find your hail. So I hope this was informative when it comes to learning a little bit about hail and how a hailstorm is created. Basically, those big thunderstorms pull up that rising air, and those super cool drops continue to accumulate. And what happens is that moisture starts to congeal, and a stone starts to form. It'll fall, and it'll get picked right back up. It'll grow, it'll get heavy, it'll start to fall, it'll get back into an updraft and grow again. You don't want those to do too many cycles because every time they do, you're going to get a bigger stone. And that's why sometimes when they break open on the ground, you can see little layers inside. And that's how that happens. Well, thanks again for watching this presentation over hail. Hope it was informative. Be sure to follow me on social media and touch base with me. I'd love to chat with you.